Okay, logged in. That didn't work. Uh-oh, we're going to get reverb if I don't mute it. Hey, New Mexico citizen. What's up? I haven't quite figured it out yet. Yeah, the titles are screwy. Actually, I don't know why the title's even there. It should have said trying new stuff. I found a polar bear in Michigan I wanted to show, AK Twin Mommy. And some people complained about the violence. So while Reptar's ripping the lettuce apart, they can watch this if they want. I'll have to change the title after it drops. I drop it down. I figure I'll probably end up static recording anything I actually record because I hadn't been able to do Streamlabs until just recently, so I started this other channel here so that I could videotape on it anonymously and then play it here at home under mine. I have no idea what's moving in front of it. I'll see the screen froze again. Oh, it's just delayed. And there we go. Wow, I'm used to the immediate because I'm watching the Streamlabs screen. This one's in a delay, so I'm like, it's not moving. But watching it in my channel instead of on Streamlabs is quite the delay. But I figure I'd film under a teaser and then I can play it as like the preview thing if I can figure that out. But then I got Streamlabs and I went live a couple times. So what I haven't figured out is why when I shut off Streamlabs it uploads. Sometimes it takes days or a week, and sometimes it's just a few minutes. And even though I change the titles, when I start the stream it picks up the old title from my studio web. I don't get it, but I keep trying to learn. Having the two channels just ended up complicating things more. I freaked out my grandson. He came in the other night just to drop something off. And oops, backwards. He walked into this, and he's like, Grandpa, when did you get that thing back out? I'm like, what thing? He says, you know what I'm talking about. And he's starting to get a little tense. I said, what are you talking about? He says, that thing. Oh, I said, I put it out a little while ago. He says, you're not using it, are you? So I'm working on different sceneries. I have 3 of them now. The Christmas scene, the evil Ouija board. Yeah, I'm even below that, New Mexico. I'm below superstition. I've seen some incredibly natural occurrences. I mean, incredible. But I've never seen anything supernatural. It's, I mean, people try the general analogy that if you flicked a bit to somebody that was around in the 15th century, you'd be a magician. But it's just air, butane, and spark. There's nothing magic about it, but it sure would have been them. And when I had that short stint with Nuckin, we were doing the orb filming. Um, there are orbs that are filmed on a camera that seems to be more, to me, a reflection of how the light is diffused off the actual particles in the air. And I know that there's a ton of dust, and I did several times we redid it. We only put a few of them online. But no, I don't believe the orbs are anything more than a mechanical issue in the camera itself. It picks up the light and refracts it in a certain way that it gets onto the digital screen in a certain way. Well, I know everybody says dust particles, but when you see the sun shines like through the window and you can see it, and there's billions of dust particles. So if it's dust particles, it's the dust particles that are of a size large enough for the camera to reflect the light off of, and then it's just how the light is reflected. But I lost the tenderness of the air is empty and water is clear, means there's nothing in it at a very young age with a microscope. And was one drop of pond water that I put under the microscope before the light melted and killed all the bugs. And then I had to go to the mirror to reflect from the sun so you can get the heat. But you take one little drop of water from the pond that looks clear as shit, and there's a billion fucking things in it swimming around. The air is the same thing. People think the air, shit, you breathe in billions of particles into your throat every time you inhale. Billions. There's 3 million germs and bacteria in a thimbleful of dirt out of a vacuum cleaner. And yet we think, oh, the air's clean, the water's clean, you can drink that. Well, yeah, because your body's built to destroy all that shit. Your lungs have filters, and my God, the stomach acid that we produce, it dissolves nails. People, oh, but I think that's cool, even if it's not used as a Ouija board. That wolf looks almost real. Well, actually, it looks like a husky, but they tried. Actually, wolves have a pretty dang ugly face. Some of the back to the dust particles, when you put air in motion in the room, like when you walk out of it, it creates them, and then they seem to die off. And if you put air in motion in the room, they all seem to speed up from what they just filmed. So I do believe they're physical objects. And I think the problem is in the distortion of the camera reflecting off of them. But to think that they're the size that you see them, I mean, when you look at headlights, sometimes, they look like they're stretched all out and bright and bigger than shit, and they're just a little tiny bulb. HPR News. Oh, I just been screwing up one try after another this morning. Reptar was getting back to a little more of a routine, so I set up the camera and must unplug the extension cord that runs to the USB port because the screen froze. And he went to eat, so I tried to reload it. So in trying to reload it, I ended up doing all my notifications. So then I tried to come online as Tizzer, my second channel, like Tizzer Relevant. It's supposed to be my video game and cop watching channel because it didn't use my real name. And now we're just sitting here shooting the shit, talking about orbs and superstitious. My grandson was really moved when he walked in and saw the Ouija board out. He really was. He backed up a little bit, kind of shriveled up a little bit in the size, and was like, "When did you get that out?" And I'm like, "A while ago." Well, you're not using it, are you? No. Okay. He was all into it this past summer, wanted to go to the cemeteries. He bailed on me the one time I offered to take him at 3 a.m. He's like, I'm sleeping. But I was working on a different video thing, so you don't have to show you me. All right, HPR, you have a great day. We'll see you everybody later. We're going to cut this off and go screw up something else. Y'all have a great day.